We're good.
You're good.
All right, guys, it's Thursday night. It's 7 o'clock-ish. So that means it's time for Thursday Night Live at the Gun Shop. So while we piddle around here a minute, let folks get logged on. I want to say I hope you guys have had a great week. I hope you're somewhere warm tonight. Maybe not having to drive too much. I don't know if we're going to get, if some of this damp is going to turn into ice.
It was sleeting earlier.
It was. And I walked outside and I could hear it just
Banging.
all over the cars.
Yeah.
So, I hope everybody's in a warm, snuggled up place tonight, watching the show, ready for some good stuff. Because we have got some really good stuff to do tonight. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy tonight's show. We're going to have a little bit of comedy, a little bit of education, very little bit of politics, and then a whole lot of cool gun. If that sounds like a winner. Got anybody check it in yet?
We've got about 15 people watching right now.
Well, cool. So I guess we will go ahead and get started. Guys, some of y'all know me, some of you don't, whatever, but people know that, Lance and I both have had have vision for what we would like to see happening, and one of those is to see young people getting involved in the sport of shooting, and seeing all kinds of different people getting involved, and letting the world understand, hey, this is for everybody. It's fun. Everybody can participate. Everybody can have a good time, and of course, being safe doing it. So to that, I'm building up a little group I've nicknamed my Young Guns. WHMC Young Guns.
Okay.
And
Tim Easton said, good evening, guys. David Nito said, hey, guys. Don Miller, hi, guys. And Derek Whitson, it's that time.
it is that time. Hey, guys, thank everybody for being here and being on. I appreciate each and every one of you. So we'll get back to what we were talking about just now. You guys have seen Chris in several of the videos. He's been up here with me. You've seen him in the shop. If you watch the YouTube videos, he's on most all the shooting videos with me. So I'm going to introduce our newest member, and it's Chloe.
But we're the ones.
My name is Chloe.
I see.
Mom spoke to me what was
Sister received
7 weeks ago.
Has it been that long?
Maybe a week.
Jackhammer.
I'll get to it.
Maybe a week ago.
Where's the rest
Okay.
of it?
And was telling me about Young Guns, and I thought it would be a lot of fun, so I wanted to get in on it.
And, for those that don't know,
For him.
Chloe actually has
They didn't have
seniority over
anything
me.
to do
have to check it in.
Yes, you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
you've
checked
been
it out
around
of
the
our
store
book.
more years than I have.
Yeah.
I've been here 10 years. We're working on 10 years.
So if you want to check
I've
it in.
been coming in here most of my life.
Yeah.
Back when Walter was here.
Yeah,
I
they
was
didn't
just
have
a-
it.
I
They
think I
didn't want to do
was
anything with it.
5 years old maybe. And I'd come running in, and he'd pick me
Just
up,
leave that out here.
sit me on the table, and we'd play cards and talk. Him, my mom, and dad.
On the same carpet we're sitting at now.
Yeah, the same exact carpet. Everything's the same.
So, the thing is with Chris, it's the same story.
Yeah.
And what's really cool with Chris, his mom came in here and sat up on the counter as a kid.
Really.
Yeah.
So.
So it's like, we're finding these young folks that have grown up, they have a heritage here at the shop, and they're turning into quite accomplished young shooters. And we're going to highlight that. And, you know, I think they're kind of sharing my vision of wanting to see other people getting involved and, you know, them being positive role, hopefully positive role models. I better not have to go get them out of jail or anything.
Tim Holler said, hi, Chloe.
Hey, Papa. That was my grandfather.
James Whitehead said, good evening.
Good evening. So I'm going to throw it over here to Chloe a little bit. Tell me about your shooting background.
So, I've been shooting most of my life with my daddy. Probably ever since I could walk, shooting.
Or before.
Yeah, well, still in the womb. Matter of fact. But yes, I have been shooting rifles just pretty much my whole life with my family, my brothers, and just always hunting in the woods, doing something outdoors with my family.
You just killed a monster, what? This past weekend? This past
Yeah, Thanksgiving week.
Thanksgiving week?
I think it was
last week.
the day before Thanksgiving.
Killed a big, nice big deer.
Philip Whitman said he sat up on the counter once, but that was before he quit drinking. Zach Moore said, I growed up and out in that shop, too. LOL. Nathan Smith, good Black Friday. Nice work, all. Thank you.
Thank you. There's so many people that have so many memories in this shop. It's kind of like we're just the current caretakers.
Yep.
You can change some things, but you can't change a lot because there's just too many people over what 4 or 5 decades now, 5 decades, a couple of generations, a couple 3 generations or more that you know have deep roots here, and it's really fun to have the opportunity to manage a store like this. And
Gail McCord Hollers, my sweet baby Chloe.
That's my nanny.
so, tell me about the shot you had to make on that deer.
So it's actually a funny story. I haven't got to tell you yet. So I was sitting there freezing cold. The wind was worse than anything I can remember. And I see about 6 to 8 does come running out in front of me, and they're booking it. And they go about 200 yards behind me. And so I'm watching, and I see him run out, and he was not stopping. Luckily the does stopped, or I wouldn't have had a chance at him. But he was stopped, was chasing one of the does in there. I think one of them was hot. And so I turned around, complete 180 in the deer stand, and my knees, I was sitting on the footrest of the stand. And I turned around and had my gun set up on the back rail of it, and I yelled to stop him. He didn't stop, so I yelled louder, and I shot him, and he went down, and he ran off in a ditch. So, but we got him, thankfully.
Yeah.
Very, very grateful for that.
Yep. Put the whammy on him.
Yeah, he wasn't light either. I was sore. I think between all the deer that was killed, I think the 3 that wore me out. So,
That's a good way to start Thanksgiving.
yeah, Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
I used all my vacation time at work, so I'm there till the end of the year for that week.
Well, you know.
Well worth it.
Zach said I'm not tall enough to change anything. Yeah.
So, Chloe, what do you do for a living?
I am a tool and die maker, and right now, tool and die, I taught myself how to use programming software to program CNC machines. So now at work, I'm a CNC programmer, but I work in the tool and die department.
You know, that tells me you got some brain power if you're teaching yourself the program?
Yeah, it was not easy, but that's what I wanted to do. So I got the same software we use at work, taught myself how to do it, and I got the job for it. So I got what the goal was what I wanted to do.
Cool.
Dedicated.
Dedicated.
Yeah,
And that's probably what makes you a good long range shooter.
I think my daddy would agree.
What's your longest shot?
1,000 yards. Yeah, 1,000 yards. My longest shot.
And guys, understand something. She's a little what's the word I'm looking for? Humble. Nobody's figuring her dope for her.
No.
She hits the mat and she's got to figure it.
She said, Miss Holler said, "You're one smart cookie." Phil Whitman said, seriously, he used to ride his bicycle to Walter's when he was across the parking lot. He said, "I remember Daddy and Walter hunting together when I was a kid. I'm 63 now and have brought my grandson in. Wish Walter could have met him. He'd get that pocket knife out and say, 'I'm gonna get me some of the boys' ears.'"
What I mean, that's,
I
Phil,
love hearing
his
that
son,
stuff.
and his grandson. That's 3 generations right
Yep.
there.
A lot of people have grown up in this shop.
So it's great to be able to manage a store like this and be part of it, and then for those people that have been around like it to accept you, or in my case, accept me, and Lance and Steph, and just keep carrying it on like a big family tradition.
You gonna start singing here in a minute?
No, I did that the other night, and it was bad enough.
No repeat, huh?
No, for the first time in my life, last Saturday night, I sang karaoke.
How'd you do?
It was not pretty.
Well, I wasn't there to see it, so.
It was pretty good. He's
I will say this. Everybody in there said they had never heard that song in a karaoke bar before, including the guy that owned the machinery that does karaoke, does it all the time. So I've never heard anybody sing that song before.
Well, that's just.
So, maybe it was a way of not having to tell me I sucked.
No.
Miss Holler said the shop is a legacy in itself.
It is. It is.
Oh, Kyle Petty said I wouldn't change one of you. I appreciate y'all, and we appreciate you.
Kyle's got to be one of my favorite people.
Yes, I adore Kyle.
So we're going to be doing a lot of interesting stuff together. You know that?
Yeah, I'm excited, ready for it.
We're going to get you, get some video with you doing some long range fun shooting, and then, we're going to do some working on your handgun shooting.
Yeah,
And I'm going to get you to splitting cards.
I think I could do that.
I think we're going to get you splitting cards with a pistol.
No, that'll be pretty impressive if I could do that.
I think you can.
Practice at it.
You can.
Charlie
Oh.
Jar said, "Well, I can still hear. What are you looking for, son?" Every time I walk in the door.
That's another one that grew up in here. His dad and Walter were best buddies. So his dad, when he'd get away from work or wasn't tied up, he'd be down here and bring Charlie along. So Charlie is another one that literally grew up in the store.
I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but I gotta
And probably
read
one of
these.
the most prized pictures I got, and I really wish Walter would have been around for this picture, is my dad, who of course, when the store opened in '72 over there, and I was just like 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. Daddy would go in over there. But Walter wasn't there, but there was Steve Jar, which is Charlie's dad, and my dad sitting up here by the counter one in a wheelchair and the other one needing to lean on a cane, telling each other how they didn't look too good. Charlie and I get a laugh out of that pretty often. But that's a picture I cherish forever. Because Steve, of course, is gone now. And yeah. So we got a lot of cool things we're going to do with you guys. Got a lot of shooting we're going to do. Chloe over different videos is going to be giving some really good tips and pointers on long range shooting. And, you know, kind of how she picks her gear and that kind of thing. And we're going to be working on some nice trick shooting with pistols. And of course, Chris is going to be contributing every video with he and I continuing to do the long range pistols, you know, 100+ euro pistols at 100+ yards. So it's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming at you guys.
Charlie said true story. Zach said, what's your gear of choice?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, probably my favorite bipod I have. It's pretty cheap, but can't go wrong with it. It's from Walmart, actually. And it's really good. Don't do that.
Don't say that in here.
He's messing with you.
Walter will roll over in his grave.
I'm serious, though. It's cheap and it's reliable, and I use it on every single gun I have.
What about your glass?
Night Force.
Is there any other kind of scope?
No. Night Force.
Not for.
MOA. I don't do Mills MOA.
No matter how hard I try, I cannot do meals. I mean, it just does not compute in my brain.
Yeah. My daddy bought a Night Force with Mills, and I don't know.
He said, what caliber and rifle?
308.
Girl after my own heart. You know, on the 8th day after the creation of everything, and you know, God rested on the 7th, he decreed 2 cartridges. You know this, right? 45 ACP and 308. Most everything else is a pretender.
Okay.
Now, Zach,
So-
that's not nice.
What?
He said there's a lot of things don't compute in your brain.
That's true. So you guys have met Chloe. You know we're going to be bringing in different young folks and doing some fun stuff. You know, we're going to get some people, hopefully they have never shot before in their life. And we're going to spend some time getting them up to snuff and getting them to shoot and enjoy it. And we're going to let you guys follow us on the video journey. That'll primarily be on the YouTube channel. But switching subjects right quick, something we do have to touch on every week is, remember guys, even though Donald Trump's in the White House, we are not in a gun-friendly environment in Washington. There's this lady named Pam Bondi that is pushing through the courts ideas worse than anything that Barack Obama or Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton or any of the others ever come up with. By expanding the Commerce Clause to justify NFA registration. And if she's able to do that on the basis that she's arguing, they could expand it to cover anything. They could make a tire iron NFA. The argument she's making is very dangerous, and if a court accepts it and gives a ruling with it, we're in bad shape. I realize there's a lot of stuff in the press right now about, oh, they're going to spend this much money to set up a gun gun protection rights at DOJ and all this. Guys, right now it's a smokescreen. If you want to know what's really got done in this administration, if you really want to know what's got done, we're in worse shape than we were before. We're more vulnerable than we were under Biden. And it's ridiculous. So remember TFA, remember GOA, remember FPC, Firearms Policy Council, Second Amendment Foundation. Remember these places. They have, they're at the lowest donation levels in over a decade, while the left is really energized about their victory at Glock and some of the AR companies that have closed down. Not necessarily that they had anything to do with it, but they're using it as a great fundraising tool, and it's working for them. So their coffers are getting full. Ours continually go down. There's less money coming in. Consider GOA. Consider TFA. These guys they're in bigger fights than they've ever been in, and they got less bullets coming in or less dollars coming in to help them. And by them, it means us, okay? You, me, everybody. So even if it's no more than going on to their videos and hitting share, that costs you nothing. But what are left will get that stuff and get it going around the world. Our side sits around with their thumb up their ass and won't even hit a share button to help fight for their rights. And then when they come to the gun shop and they find out, well, you can't do that anymore, and you can't have this or that or this, then they want to bitch and complain to the people behind the counter. And honestly, it's not even the politicians I blame when that gets done. It's the people on our side that sit around with their thumb up their ass, too lazy to even punch a share button. So hey, we're gonna get off that for tonight. I'm done.
Proud of you. That was very short.
I told you it was going to be very short and to the point. Support TFA, support GOA. They're good people. They're there for you.
Yes.
So now let's get on to the cool gun segment. What do you think?
Yeah.
We'll start here. It was really big news when, Smith announced that they were coming out with the Shield X. Mm-hmm. And we got the Shield X in and got to handling it and messing with it. And like, oh my. I think Smith has another grand slam on their hands. Well, then they've turned around and they've brought out the carry comp version.
For the people that don't know what that means.
That means the gun is internally compensated. Okay, you see the cutout here? The compensator uses the gases in the barrel to hold the pistol level. Okay? So basically, the hotter the load, the more effective the comp gets. So they made the carry comp version. They made it very attractive. Some great looking machining. Front night sight, blacked out rears, just like it should be. cut for the
Phil's telling me to zoom in. I can't zoom in because of Facebook.
Who?
Phil.
Is this the Facebook one
Yes, it
that I'm
is.
showing it to?
Yep. Yeah, YouTube's going to be able to see it just fine. Just the way Facebook makes me film.
This you got the optics cut, you got the rail, and this gun is
That's like 15 in the mag.
yeah, that's a 15 round, and I think it's a 13 round that flush fits.
Yeah.
Or it's
You need to come get it, Phil.
that's a gun I'm really, really, really intrigued with.
It's nice.
You know, I got over the comp pistols and stuff like that back in the 90s. You know, because everything that's old is new again. And we went through this in the 90s. But this is the first one that's actually tempted me away from the base model to the comp model. Hopefully we will be getting out if the weather allows. We will be getting out and doing some serious shooting with these on video. And yeah,
Do I need one then?
I think everybody needs one of them. I mean,
Maybe that's what we all need for Christmas this year.
that's probably gonna be my new little 9mm carry gun. I really like that
Price
gun,
ain't
and
bad
I
either.
think if you guys come in and feel the way they've redesigned the grip, and even this little sweep right here, it's not really
It's
noticeable. You don't really visibly see it, but when you grab the gun, you feel it.
It makes a difference.
I just think Smith's probably got another Grand Slam on their hands, and it's made in Maryville, Tennessee.
How about that?
What do you think?
I like it.
Phil says, what about night shooting? I've not had good experiences with comped guns in the past.
Well, you and I both know how that can go. If a comp is timing out properly, it should be igniting above the front sight. Frankly, I will have to let you know when I get through with the night shooting session with it.
I like the twist in the barrel.
Yeah, the barrel's fluted.
Yeah.
Fluted. It's pretty.
The twist inside of that's called rifling.
Bradley, that is a Shield M&P
Shield X.
Shield X carry comp.
That said it right there, yeah.
Yep.
So,
It's nice. It's very slim because I have small hands, and so I feel like it's got a good.
but and here's the thing. With your hands, put your hand up with mine.
If it's his hands and hers.
Yeah.
And both of us hold it comfortably.
Yeah, I'd say it is very comfortable.
Phil said he'd be glad to field test and report back.
Well, if my time don't get better, I may get you to.
And Nathan Smith said, how many pennies?
Those are actually a little under 700. Well, they're $6.99.
Yeah.
So not terrible. Not terrible at all.
He
But-
said Bradley says he's been watching some YouTube videos of them. They rank really high. Adrian says Smith & Wesson picking up the slack since Glock decided to be fancy.
Here's the thing. You got SIG that's faltering with their gun.
That's what I carry every day.
You've already had Lena leave. Now you've had Max Michelle leave. They're losing their entire pro staff. They're losing their entire everything because they just can't believe in the company anymore. According to them, what they've said, they can't trust the company.
Robert Rouse wants to know what the Christmas discount on one is.
That was Friday. at a time called Black Friday.
Robert, you weren't here.
I don't think we even had them on Black Friday because we're just doing
No,
them.
we just
we're
got
just
those
doing them
in.
at Smith and Wesson Map.
Yeah.
Where was I? What was I saying?
You were talking about SIG and
Oh yeah, well, with Sig faltering, and then Glock being idiots, and the left hates them, always going to hate them. They're never going to do anything to appease evil. You can't not appease evil. And then they turned around and just pissed all over the American people. Because you realize this V-Series is nowhere in the world except America. This was totally done to appease the liberal left. And you're never going to appease evil. That was stupid. Now they pissed all over the right. I was talking with some people today seems like down around in the Mississippi market, everybody's trading their Glocks in for HKs.
Charlie Jar said 22X is also very cool.
It is.
Robert Rouse said GTO is nice though.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you go back, if you want to talk about 229s, 226s, 230s, 232s, 220s, 228s, 225s, real SIGs, that's a different story.
Bradley Skinner said he just bought a 43X with a Holosun 507K and kind of wish he had invested in something different.
I hate to say it because a lot of you guys know I used to shoot for Glock. I spent years with her. I've shot well over 1 million rounds through a Glock. And that's a lot, but believe me, I was getting paid to shoot and the ammo was free, so. I shot so damn much I was sick of shooting. Over those years. I still think it was the finest combat handgun ever made. But what the company did is unforgivable. And I'll never buy another new one. But you're seeing, like, I was talking to Rusty Manus, who is our Browning and Winchester rep. He was talking about a lot of the stores in the Mississippi part of his territory are saying everybody's bringing their Glocks in trading for HKs. We're seeing a little of it coming in trading for Smiths, especially the M&P metal framed M&Ps.
Sold one of those today.
It's an awesome gun. And
Tom hated seeing it go, I know.
no, I was praying it would. Thank you, Kyle. And you're hearing different places. Some people saying they're seeing a pickup with Walther sales, which would be marvelous. I'd love to see Walther and Smith get back in there and just snatch a big part of that market.
David Eno said, I picked up the 22X at your Black Friday event. Zach Moore, I continue to use Glocks. I have, but probably not going to buy anything new.
That's exactly.
That's saying a lot. If I buy new, it'll be the Smiths. Charlie Jar, you don't like anything newer than the Gen 3 anyway. What are your thoughts on the FN 509? We've sold several.
FN makes some of the finest guns in the world. Mm-hmm. They always have. They have for well over 100 years.
Mr. Dominguez has joined us.
Hey, Raymond. FN has continually, for well over 100 years, probably maybe 200 years. I can't remember exactly when they were founded, but it's been way back. Have always been known for their quality, always been known for their durability, and that hasn't changed. And the 509 is a great example of it. The 510 I think is a great example of it, and a well thought out and designed 10 millimeter. So yeah, if you want if somebody wants to get on 509, I don't. Personal opinions, you're not going wrong.
I've looked at them before. I've contemplated them.
I mean, I've got, when I opened one of my first, my gun shop, when it was mine, the very first gun that came in was an F&N, or FN. And that gun is still in the safe. I just couldn't put it out and sell it. It was the first gun ever come in the door, and I just couldn't do it. It's still in the safe, and I guess it'll stay. I won't get rid of it.
Sup, dweebs, how much for the bear? Ethan.
$7,453,751.27.
That's just for you, Ethan.
That's an Ethan only deal.
Yes.
All right. Now, let's get into pretty. I realize I have it sitting beside me.
Oh,
That's very sweet.
hey.
I realize I do. I have pretty sitting beside me because, I know you guys get sick of looking at a gray-haired old man, so this is something far more pleasant.
How much for a High Point?
$12.
I believe we got one back there.
How about $1.298?
That's also for Ethan.
$1.298. Get me the damn muzzle brake I need.
Yeah, the muzzle brake for
Oh,
Andrew. That's what-
Castle Grove, not
Yes.
um.
Look at that.
Look at that. That came in today. Brown and Maxis, engraved
Beautiful finish.
with the curly maple,
So pretty.
gold trigger. Let's get it up here so these guys can see.
It's prettier in person, just believe me.
This gun is gorgeous.
The wood is beautiful. The engraving.
So, Brown and Maxis 12 gauge. It's engraved,
Somebody needs that for Christmas.
curly maple. We got a grand total of one. So, if you want a really, really special shotgun,
Miss Holler said, let's be real now. You have absolutely gorgeous sitting next to you.
you're right, ma'am. You are absolutely right. I'm afraid she's showing up my gun here. So,
Ethan said he's got cash right now. Zach Moore said how many doll hairs Dad needs that, and I'll take his Maxis. 1919.
1919 was a hell of a year. I remember it well.
It's been.
It was cold on that November day.
Oh my
I was
goodness.
not born.
Neither was
That's
he.
why I wanted that's why I wanted, young and spry versus old and gray.
Have you ever thought about dyeing it?
Absolutely. I said something about it one time. I was joking, but I said something about it one time, and I like to have been beaten. I had to get out of the way of things flying.
They make this like spray stuff that isn't permanent. You just like
Yeah, I've seen Frank use it.
He's seen Frank with purple hair.
He did it with purple, did something with purple. And then he did black. He was doing Halloween or something. He's doing a vampire for some reason. And I mean, when he does it, he had the Bela Lugosi like suit. He had the shoes, the cape, the everything. And then he sprayed his hair all black. And then where he's got that little, up here where he has lost a little, he had it sprayed. He did.
maybe you should try.
You remember when Frank had black hair?
I think so, vaguely.
We're not using shoe polish. No.
But no, I said something about just letting it, just turning it all white.
Robert Rouse says, I think Tom should let her paint him's nails.
What do you think?
I don't know. I was saying Number of the Beast at karaoke. Black nails,
Have you ever had black nails before?
probably.
From Smashing.
Black eyeliner?
Huh?
You probably done black
Probably.
liner.
It was the 80s.
Yes, everybody had black eyeliner.
It was the 80s, and we had a show to do.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
John Ketchum said my wife said to dye it and I told her I earned this gray hair.
I thought about just turning mine all gray or white. Getting my hair to match. Well, since we trimmed my beard, it's not quite as white. You don't see the white in it like you did, I don't think.
Ethan said purple hair Frank.
God, I remember that day. Yes, I do. So let's move on.
What you got? This one came in today too.
This is a Remington. I believe that's a 121. Is that a 121? I took my glasses off because it was giving me a headache.
Yeah.
121. And this rifle is chambered in 22 Special.
What's special about it?
And if y'all look at that wood, you'll see.
It is beautiful.
That has got a piece of wood in it. Oh my. Okay. This gets back to the old days of I don't want somebody else's name on my gun. You know, we've talked about this in the past with like the Smith & Wesson and the Colt and the 32 ammo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got 32 Smith & Wesson long, and Colt said, ain't no way they're putting Smith & Wesson on stamp on their guns, so they renamed the cartridge and made a deal with Winchester and called it Colt 32 New Police. The same damn thing. It was just so they didn't have to stamp S&W on a Colt gun. Well, that's what we got here.
Can't blame them.
And you didn't last long. This just did not last long. But Winchester came out with, eventually the 22 Winchester Magnum. Okay, Remington didn't like that. They needed something to compete. So the last thing they want to do is put Winchester on a Remington rifle.
Mm-hmm.
So what'd they do? They renamed the 22 Magnum 22 Special.
So it's just 22.
22 Remington Special.
So it shoots 22 long rifle.
No.
No?
22 Magnum.
22 Magnum.
They renamed the 22 Magnum to 22 Remington Special.
Okay.
So they didn't have to put the Winchester name on a Remington gun.
All right. I missed that part.
Need to pay attention. Quit dozing off in class.
Sorry. I was yawning.
So yeah, that was another one of those weird quirks in history where it's just, oh hell no, I'm not putting your name on my gun, so I'll reinvent the cartridge. I'll get somebody else to package that same round for me and call it something else. And that's exactly what happened. And of course, we see the 22 Winchester Magnum. That designation held out, and the 22 Remington Special didn't do as well. So eventually, Remington gave in and put the Magnum, 22 Magnum stamp on their gun. But if you notice, even after that, there were a lot of companies that did not stamp it 22 Winchester Magnum. They stamped it 22 Magnum. So it's kind of funny. You study the stampings on some of these old guns, and you see the actual pissing contest that was going on, just for lack of a better way of putting it.
Mason Stanfield said Remington and Winchester had a lot of guns in common.
They did. You know, hell, they were both they were both buying stuff from Brownie. We're both buying, buying Brownie patents. Oh. So,
You got another one?
that's that beautiful old gun. We got one more. I think I'm going to get my glasses back on for this. Would you like to take this one?
Yes.
Okay. Here's one I'm not sure if this is going to last or not. I've got serious, serious doubts.
Ethan said he slept in honors English, so my teacher thought I was on opium.
It probably was.
Okay. John
This
Ketchum
is-
is asking, is that your daughter's or Lance's?
Neither. We found her on the side of the road.
They picked me up.
So we took her in there. We don't have hot water at the shop, by the way. We don't have a hot water heater. So we took her back there in the back and we scrubbed her down real quick
Yeah.
and stuck her on a stool.
Been here ever since.
But no, this one's not mine or Lance's. We have this, and this funny looking little fella. And we have this rifle here that
Okay. Can't say that, Tom.
I'm going to bring it up in a second,
All right.
which is a Winchester Expert bolt action, which the bolt's not in it. Rifle. And Winchester has seen necessary to bring out a new cartridge that they call the 21 Sharp. And this is it.
It's cute. It's just a wee thing. See, it's as big as Tom's head.
And the basic premise is this. I'm just going to read it off the box. 21 Sharp takes rimfire to the next level with the ability to utilize bullet types not commonly found in 22 long rifle, resulting in superior accuracy and devastating terminal performance. Full metal jacket streamlined bullet increases accuracy, reduces lead fouling. Okay. And it reports a muzzle velocity of 1,370 feet a second, retaining 1,180 feet per second at 50 yards, and 1065 at 100 yards, with a whopping 154 pounds of muzzle energy.
Ethan said he's been thinking about getting that for Everett.
And 114 pounds of muzzle of energy at 50, and 93 pounds of energy at 100. Zeroed at 50, it drops 5.3 inches at 100. Did this say something about?
Zach said Tom hands 22 to Stephanie. Suddenly it looks like a 44 mag.
So basically, what they've done, guys, is they've developed a bullet that's actually probably as true as they can be to an actual full metal jacket, so we don't have exposed lead. And if you were to pull a lot of 22 bullets and look at the back end, it don't really look like a bullet. I don't know how to describe it. But this is loaded more conventionally, like you would a centerfire cartridge, where the case is flared, the powder's in, the bullet's down, and then they're crimping into this bullet. you can see right there their rendition of the inside of the case. And Winchester seems to think that this is going to be a big thing.
What do you think?
Well, what do I think? They're trying to replace 22 long rifle. And at $27.99, when I can buy me some CCI mini mags, okay, $27.99 for 100, and for $15, I can go buy me 100 mini mags.
You're gonna buy the mini mags.
To me, that dog just don't hunt.
What was the muzzle velocity?
1308, which is nothing impressive. You know, you just take a standard whatever, 22 rounds, 1250 to 1300. You start getting into the stingers and velocitors and stuff like that. You know, they're smoking it. And I think Winchester might have been smoking it when they come up with this idea. You reckon they were sitting around the board the board table passing a bong?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think you ever know with high corporate people.
Or you think they had one in a roach clip passing it around the table?
What's a roach clip?
I'm proud of you for that.
I
answer.
am. I am.
Well, I don't
Okay.
know what that is.
You ever
People that used to smoke the funny cigarettes, they would use a little clip to hold it.
you ever seen like those feathers people clip on them? It's got the clip on the end, and it's like they get them at the fair or whatever.
They
as
don't give that
prizes.
away anymore.
Oh.
You're showing your age, Tom.
It's a little silver clip about this big. Push it right here, and the jaws are about this long, and people would hook it on their joint when they're smoking it.
So they don't like burn themselves?
Yeah. So if somebody hot boxes it, or
All right.
and I've never smoked a joint in my life, believe it or not.
John Ketchum said it looks like a yellow jacket round. Philip Whitman seems like an answer to a question nobody asked. John Ketchum said, I'll keep my 22. Charlie Jar, never happened. Adrian said, 22 long rifle, the Lord's caliber, gobless. John Ketchum, proud and disappointed at in the same sense.
Sorry, guys.
Miss Hollers, do not educate my baby. Too late. Man, slap an A-tacker and a binary on that and she'll be just fine. That was Ethan.
So, you know, you guys tell me, what do you think? You know, I think most people are figuring the 22 Sharp is maybe a little bit dull. Hey, that was witty.
You are very
22
witty.
Sharps, a little bit dull. No, maybe it wasn't that witty.
It was witty.
Okay.
It was.
You got this.
It was punny.
So, straight up, tell me the truth. What do you think about doing the show? You said you've never done anything like this, and you was going to be nervous in front of the.
I thought I'd be nervous, but I don't know. I feel fine. I think doing this is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what it might lead to in the
You-
future.
And you don't, and we have what we can't see because we can't see what Stephanie sees. That's what she's doing. We have a comment section or a question section that's open that she's reading,
Yeah.
where at any given time people can throw questions in, and it don't have to be about what we're talking about.
Just anything.
Yeah, it's an open question session. I mean, we'll be sitting here talking about,
Like a Q&A.
Mhm.
Okay.
and we can be sitting here talking about what coffee am I drinking tonight, and somebody go, what's the ballistics of a 500 Nitro Express? And we here we go.
Off.
If I don't know the answer, we're fixing to go find out.
He has got up many times and walked away to go get something to bring it back.
If I don't know the answer, we'll look it up together.
And he's like, get over here and talk to him. No, I'll stay back here and talk to him. It's just,
But yeah, we don't filter, throw whatever question they want. I've been asked about everything from who should we vote for governor to
what coffee are you drinking?
this is Raptor. The last little bit.
We're going to have a very limited supply of Raptor in the near future.
There's going to be some problems with beans coming out of Costa Rica.
Yes.
Of course, the Raptor, one of the things that gives it its flavor and everything is the beans are grown in highly volcanic soil, actually at the foot of an active volcano. So that's one of the things that gives the beans the flavor to get the coffee, and you can't replicate that.
Ms. Holler says, thank you for having Chloe on. It's a treat for me getting to see her.
It's a treat for me getting to hang out with her.
Ethan wants to know, is the earth flat?
Um,
If it was, cats would have done knocked everything off. Just saying.
well, I will take the stance there of Bill Clinton's attorney. Sir, would you please define flat?
Adrian Hilliard wants to know what the best potting soil for banana tree would be.
Something with a high manure content. Preferably from cows that are north of the equator. It's important that they're north of the equator. Next.
You need to meet Adrian if you haven't met him yet.
I have.
Next.
It is in the spots.
Hmm?
That's what John Cadmus said. It is in the spots.
A wonderful puzzle to figure out. Anything?
Ms. Holler said, I've got the best soil here in Florida for banana trees.
Well, we are north of the. Yeah, we'd be north side of the equator, right? No. Depends on how the world's spinning.
Don't ask me. The only class I passed in school was math.
What's the reason you can shoot?
Well, every other class was not very good at.
So, guys, tell us this. Put it in comments. Let us know. Put some things on that you would like to see shows with, whether it's doing something with Chloe, doing something with Chris, doing something with both of them.
Got another question from
What?
Adrian.
What's that?
Should I exchange the summer air in my tires for winter air so they don't go flat?
It's probably a pretty good idea, but make sure you warm the winter air just slightly before you inject it. And actually, you need a syringe to do that with, a big one.
Julie Davis wants to know how much recoil does a 338 Lapua have?
A
Depends
lot.
Well, it depends on the rifle. It really depends on the rifle. There's some that will beat your brains out.
Yeah.
But a well-designed rifle, whether you're using either a really good brake or a really good suppressor.
Did you see that video?
Was it with you in the 338?
Yeah, I almost got scoped.
Oof.
Yeah, you was pushed back on the concrete.
I was sitting on a table.
Was she,
No, what
was
were
she
you
feeling-
laying behind?
I wasn't laying.
Your daddy showed me something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you turned around and said, told your daddy he's going to kick his ass? Or, yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, that hurt.
The one, it was, the one laying down was Andrew. Chris was showing, about the time he was showing Andrew, his 10-year-old little brother laying behind a Barrett 107.
John Ketchum, when's the next sale? You just missed this one. But I think we're having specials.
We're going to start dropping specials. There'll be a picture on the Facebook page every day. Because, you know, we don't sell guns on Facebook. We'll never sell guns on Facebook. But we will buy a guy and put pictures. And
Adrian
it may be
said,
a reel. But there will be a picture of something that's on special every day for the rest of the month. Just check Facebook each morning.
You got to make sure I do that. Bub's asked a question in Bubbanese, but I can't translate it.
Oh, well, I could, but I could.
And Ethan said, hook me up with a free suppressor.
Hey, do that for me too.
I had to work my ass off for mine.
Well, back in Bubbanese, tell Bubs I loves him.
Okay.
And he needs to come see me.
Yep, we miss Bubs.
And we miss Kai.
We do.
So, guys, y'all got anything else you want to throw at me? And what I was going to say is throw some stuff in the comments that you want to see us do shows about, or content you want us to cover. We're going to be out trying to create as much as we can. You know, everybody's got real jobs, so we have to get to the range when we can work those range trips in. And get to the field trying to shoot critters when we can work those.
Robert Rouse wants to know what's the most interesting gun that has came in this week. You making him think, Robert. Come on, Tom.
Probably at 121, it's not been a lot of just really cool stuff
have
come
to
in this
agree.
week. The 121 with the 22 special stamping. Really hadn't been a lot to trade for that's, you know, in my opinion, cool. Now, you know, there's CZ Checkmate down there.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty dang cool.
Charlie Jar's ideas. Favorite lever gun cartridge. Videos of classic calibers on the range. Adrian said, I heard we're having a shooting day coming up.
As quick as we can.
John Catherine says he loves when we show and tell on the old guns. Love the history.
I love doing those shows. And we're probably going to be back in business on our shooting. He told me today they are actually moving in the new house. The tables are moved. Everything is set up out there. And the new range is ready. There's no steel hung yet. But I'm not worried about it. We don't need steel to do what we do. So I think we're going to be okay there and be able to get some more shooting in. And with that, if the situation's like I think it is, we'll be able to shoot when it's cold and still keep
Stay warm.
things going. So hopefully I got to look into that and we'll be getting some boom time. There's going to be, and we've got one coming up as soon as we can get a place to do it, where we are going to do the challenge that somebody threw out. We're going to take an 1890 gun, an 1873 Winchester musket made in 1890, chambered in .44-40, and shoot it at 444 yards. Quarter mile.
Crazy.
So we do have that coming up as soon as we can get the 444 yards range to shoot at in the time to get there. I mean, we may be able to do it at the new range. He said we're going to have a lot more range out there. So we'll see.
All right.
All right, guys. For Chloe, and Stephanie and myself, God bless America. God bless you.